give a little quick reaction to the Green Bay game. Also, we gonna first react to them trading for Za'Darius Smith. Where are you going? Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Um, Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. But yeah, they pulled the trigger on Za'Darius Smith. A few trades went down. Cowboys traded for receiver Jonathan Mingo. Um, the Washington football team got Marshawn Lattimore. Seemed like they gave up a lot to get him. Still a good corner from New Orleans. Tre'Davious White got traded from the Rams to the Ravens. There was a couple other small trades. Houston traded one of their defensive linemen to, I believe it was the 49ers. So it was a little bit of action out there today. But the Lions, they came and got what they felt like they needed. Apparently, they were happy with their defensive line before Aiden Hutchinson got injured. The rumor is, as soon as Aiden Hutchinson went down, they engaged in talks with the Cleveland Browns to get the services of Za'Darius Smith. What said was the Cleveland Browns didn't want to trade Za'Darius Smith for the Detroit Lions. They really asked for a fourth. They was hoping somebody else to come to the table, and pretty much they can just up the price on the Lions. That's what they was hoping they was going to do, and use the other team to leverage the Lions and giving them a higher pick. No other team came to the forefront, so they made the Lions wait 2 weeks to get Za'Darius Smith, even risking him playing injured or getting injured in the Charger game. So it wasn't about them winning or losing the Charger game. They just didn't want to trade Za'Darius Smith to the Detroit Lions. And they had an asking price of a 4th round pick. They settled on the 5th, and I think a 5th in the 2025 and a 6th in the 2026. And they gave us a 7th. So for the 2026, I think. So, for the most part, they didn't want to deal them to us. They wasn't hoping they can hold out a victory. They was just trying to be assholes about it. And like I said before, it wasn't like we was in the same division. It wasn't like we bitter rivals. We ain't did shit to the Cleveland Browns. But that's why they in the position they is as an organization, because they some fucking haters. And the same thing with the Raiders. They holding on to these players like, instead of trading them and having a fire sale. Same thing with Dallas. And you like, y'all should be having fire sales. Y'all not going nowhere until y'all get a quarterback. And that's a fact. They not going nowhere until they get a quarterback. Chill. Good boy. Come on. Stop.
Hey, girl or boy?
Boy.
Hey, boy.
He don't bark when he on the ground, though. When he on the ground, he don't bark. He got some sense. But yeah, my bad. It's election day. Hope y'all got out and voted. I know a lot of brothers and a lot of my other people wanted to vote the couch. But, shit, get out there and vote. Shit, some of y'all early voted. Get out there and vote. Fuck it. It don't cost you nothing. You know what I mean? So I feel like, shit, I didn't vote last time around. And I had my reasons why. And I kind of wish I did after we went through the last 4 years. But, yeah, man, especially if you're young, get out there and vote. Now they're making it where you can know this is a big thing where you can see who voted and who didn't vote. So you really shouldn't, if you get into some trouble and get a fucked up judge, or and more important, let me say this, is your local shit. Your congressmen, your city councilmen, that's where you really should be invested at the most. City treasurer. So make sure you get out there and at least do your local shit. Props, and when it's time for city councilmen, congress, mayors, and all that, at least participate on that side of the game, because that directly impact if somebody go to jail, or if it's talking about giving somebody just due, if you feel like you have some wrong or criminal crime done to your family, and you got a good judge that's gonna do the right thing. Also impacts your taxes, and impacts your property taxes and all that type of stuff. So also it can increase the value of your home. So that's why it's very important to do your local elections. You know what I'm saying? And start reading up and follow a little bit of politics. Trust and believe me, so you can understand the laws that they passing and all this stuff. Don't just go by he say, she say. Do the research yourself, and then if you research and you can't comprehend, then you go out there and get a better, visual of it. But yeah, the more important is your local elections. To be honest with you, that's very vital. But nonetheless, I just want to say that real quick. Yeah, I did vote. Yep. Just got done voting. I went to early vote Saturday, but man, I was supposed to hit the corner Saturday. I had a long night Saturday, so I just didn't have the energy. I got some Chinese food and went to fucking bed. Yeah, I had some Chinese food, man. Took me a good ass nap. And then Sunday I had something else to do Sunday, so I'm in Saturday. I didn't know the Pistons played the Atlanta Hawks. I didn't know they played the Atlanta Hawks Friday. I might go to that game. I want to go to the Houston game Sunday. So it might either Hawks or Houston for your boy. And then we play. The only thing about going to the Sunday game, they play Sunday night. The Lions play Houston Sunday night. And my problem with them playing Sunday night is I got to get a nap in. So by the time that game, I ain't going to be able to get no nap. So that's my problem. I ain't going to be able to get no nap. So I want to be able to get a nap in. So I might go to the Hawks game Friday. But I really want to go to that Jalen Green game, though. But nonetheless, Za'Darius Smith is a good pickup, pass rush specialist. Yeah, not they over there fighting with their dog. But train that motherfucker. Because you come around this way, you will get clapped. What my man from Philly said. He said, I keep that thing around me. You come around this way, you will get clapped. But yeah, it's a good deal, And, they called about Crosby. They called about Garrett. And that's where I was at with it. A lot of those teams, refused to, they refused to trade them. And like I was kind of saying about teams like Dallas and teams like Cleveland and the Raiders, like, dude, they literally should be looking to get compensation to fill out that team. They teams like the Raiders, like, really, they should have got Jaden Daniels. In reality, you could have gave up Devontae, a couple picks, and you could have got Jaden Daniels. Even if you had to give up Max Crosby and that type of deal, what Jaden Daniels doing for the football team just shows you why a quarterback is so critical. You got a whole bunch of pieces. Even if they would have just signed Josh Jacobs to a deal and flipped them as a part of the deal, Jacobs, Devontae, maybe Crosby, or maybe leave Crosby out of there and put a first in there, you could have had Jaden Daniels. So, like I said, the Raiders organization, they ain't been bright in a long time. And the Cleveland organization, they just bitter. they just some bitter bitches over there. Like, what did you holding on to a lot of them players? A rebuild is coming. Y'all gotta find a quarterback in the division full of quarterbacks. And they were so much of some hoe ass niggas in Cleveland that, excuse my language, they were so much of some hoe ass niggas in Cleveland that they were willing to let Za'Darius Smith get injured versus the Chargers just so they didn't have to trade him to the Lions. Just so they didn't have to trade him to the Lions. Think about how much of a haterade that shit is. Where are you going? Think about how much hater shit that is. They was willing to allow this man to get injured just so they had to. Like I said before, that's why Cleveland in the position they in now. Top defense, but really not performing like a top defense because they ain't got no offense. So it is what it is, though. But this move, this move, to me, I feel like they should have made another move. Whether it was a Cam Jordan, whether it was a Jadeveon Clowney, whether it was Arden Keys, and maybe they thought they wanted to make another move. But it's just that I don't trust their defensive ends, to be honest. Their defensive line in general got too many motherfuckers who can't stay healthy. When you start talking about Anzarike, injury history, Josh Pascal, injury history. Well, even Kaminsky, I think, had missed some games before. You know what I'm saying? Now your backup defensive end and Derek Barnes, your Mercy defensive end, he got injured. So that was my whole thing about it. That and then you add Davenport, the king of injury-prone people. So now you really start to look at it. They built they defensive ends, and some people that rotate or Mercy defensive ends, they built it based off Hutchinson's durability. And guess what? Once you start entering the season and Kaminsky go down, you're like, okay, Kaminsky went down. Then you have, who else went down? I think Barnes, Hutch. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn. Pascal gonna go down. Davenport, let me put him in there too. So it wasn't no mystery. And they really like what they had at defensive end. They should have been already searching for one. That's how I feel. And it's funny how they look at football and how we look at football. And they got some cavalry coming back because I keep saying once F.A. Melifanu come back, he their best blitzer. You know what I'm saying? So he their best blitzer. So when he get hit back, that'll help too. Houston kind of making a little bit of noise the more reps he get. Pascal will help. But they missing that extra guy. It don't necessarily have to be an ace. It's just another solid guy. Maybe a Chase Young, maybe a Jadeveon Clowney, maybe a Arden Keys, maybe somebody like that. Just that extra guy that can go get you, that can kind of give you that juice on the edge. Oh, they be calling not wanting nothing. God, they be calling and don't be wanting nothing, bro. That be killing me when people call you and they don't want nothing. Just text me. Don't call me. If it ain't nothing serious, call me. Text me. Don't call me. You like, hello, what you want? Oh, I ain't want nothing. What the fuck you calling me for then? Shit. Hate that shit, dog. That hurts my nerves, bro. Hey, yo, you calling, what you want? I ain't want nothing. Fuck you calling me for then? Sorry to be belligerent, but it just grind my gears, bro. I just wanted you got $30? Man, get off my goddamn line. Get off my line. I just wondering, can you? No. Don't nobody ever call you, but how you doing? How you feeling? Everything good? Never. Never. I just hit the lottery and I was just wondering if you want a couple. Absolutely not. We be gunshot as men. We be gunshot answering the phone. It ain't never nothing good. As soon as you got a rest day, you can just chill. You chilling. Here comes somebody with drama. But like I said about Cleveland, they was on some hoe ass shit. That's all that shit was. They was bitter and they ain't want to move him. Especially when he said he wanted to be here. Now if he said, "Oh, I want to go to Detroit," hell no, fuck Detroit. And they would have been in Detroit 2 or 3 weeks ago. So bitter ass Cleveland, you know. But from a football standpoint, I think they need another guy on that edge. I don't know if they can find that somewhere else. But Pascal, you can't. They just built the defensive end on some guys you couldn't depend on. We knew you can't depend on Pascal. He is just not reliable. He got a durability of something you order off Temu. Davenport, we already know he stay injured. So two dudes right there, you bitch your defensive line, your defensive ends around, who can't never stay healthy. So that should be self-explanatory right there. But Za'Darius Smith, good edge, strong guy, been a part of some good defenses. I believe they said Green Bay traded Preston Smith too. I don't know where I forgot where they traded him to, but or that fake. But he been in Green Bay, he been in Baltimore, he been in Minnesota, so he been a part of some good teams and stuff. So going from cold ass Cleveland losing games to only difference is here he ain't gonna have the Myles Garrett on the other side of him. So here he won't have Hutch on the other side of him, but and Lee McNeil eat up a lot of space. DJ Reader eat up a lot of space. Anzarike eating up a lot of space. He penetrate, no diddy. Pascal, when he get healthy, I think he just ill. I think he just sick. He penetrate. He able to penetrate and push the pocket a lot of times. He don't get a lot of sacks, but his penetration in the run game. So yeah, and I think a lot of people are already looking forward to next year what him and Hutchinson look like. I'm just thinking about maybe they should also draft the defensive end too, to be real. But Hutchinson said he possibly could be ready by the Super Bowl. So we'll see. But that's a good move, good pickup. I feel like it should have been more behind it, and it still could be. Guys get cut. You still got Randy Gregory out there. You still got some guys out there that can go out there and get it. Probably give you a nice, playoff stretch run. So that's all they really missing. But I think they might get Barnes back. Obviously, they get Pascal back. Don't think Kaminsky will come back, but Barnes will help. Eventually, Rodrigo come back. He ain't more of a pass rusher, but Barnes, his original trade was pass rushing. People forget he wasn't no 3-down linebacker. He was a guy that go get the quarterback when he was at Purdue. So he was the emergency edge rusher. So but one thing I like about this situation to put James Houston in a position where he getting reps where he got to produce, and he getting close to getting a sack too. So he getting reps where he got to produce. So we'll see. But I like the move. It made a lot of sense. But I think they needed more. They needed one more. They needed a move regardless. So when Hutchinson went down, they needed 2 moves, and they made none. So they made 1, so they won in the hole. But we'll see kind of what happens from there. So I think it don't have to be a name guy. It's probably be a guy you can find off the street. If they could have got Yannick Ngakoue, before he signed with Baltimore, that would have been a nice pickup. But it's just Pascal. You can't depend on him. He's not a dependable guy. And that's the unfortunate thing about it. You can't depend on him. When he plays, it's phenomenal. Even in the games, he getting injured in the games and coming back, get injured again and coming back. Like he just got the reliability of, like I said, a folding chair from Family Dollar. That's the problem with me. But getting Iffy back will help. Hopefully, if they get Barnes back, that'll help. Shout out to Rackstraw. He got in the game the other day. I think Jaden Reed caught a pass on him in man cover. He was right there. He just didn't turn his head around. So Rackstraw out there, he balling. But read the comments and I'll talk about the Green Bay game. He said about prediction, which you still the same. I don't even know who I picked for the Super Bowl. I ain't picked the Lions. I don't do Lions predictions though. We all know that. Not make any Super Bowl prediction one game at a time. Keno salute. He said the new Browns aren't even the same Browns in the past NFL championship. Those Browns, yeah, they're the Ravens. Yep. Baltimore, yeah, the Ravens. Yep. Yep. That is true. That's a whole new franchise. They took their team from them. The Cincinnati Bengals owner, that was his dad. Paul Brown was his father. Yeah, Paul Brown was his father. So his father owned the Browns. I would believe they would be the original Browns. Well, didn't he? I think he owned the original Browns. That's the Baltimore Ravens right now. Yep. If my memory serves me correctly, it's time for a new era in Cleveland. Need a quarterback. He go to the draw this year and trying to get a Colorado, Alabama. If you want to lose enough games, then you gotta have capital. They don't have no capital. How did Houston end up with C.J. Stroud? They moved up and they gained more and they gained some more capital too from previous drafts. Got Will Anderson, changed their franchise around. How you feel about us missing out? I don't feel a certain type of way. I mean, he wasn't. We didn't like. I ain't gonna say we didn't need him, but I wasn't tripping about it. I knew he wasn't gonna get him because the Raiders like, nah. When Devontae Adams go, and you let Max Crosby go, then anybody can think when they're not happy with the Raiders, they can come and go. They think they can come and go as they please. So yeah, they couldn't let Max Crosby go. I don't think he's gonna get him. If the Raiders trade him, it's gonna be en route to get a quarterback. I still feel like we need another guy. I'm not so. I agree. They just took easy out on Max just too much. No, the Raiders just didn't want to trade him. Brad has this weird mindset and believing in guys who's in injury problems. Man, yeah, that's because he almost died in a car accident or some shit. I read the story. NFL Players Union should elect Frank Sabaka. Oh, shout out to the Wire, Frank Sabaka. He died for his union brothers. Yeah, Frank Sabaka died for. Hey, season 2 of The Wire was underrated. My favorite was probably 4 or 5. All them shits was fire though. But season 2 might be the most, like, that's the most underrated season of The Wire by far. The most underrated, bro. It was so much shit that was going on in season 2 that went over people's head, bro. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Tell the people, tell the people, tell the people. Sit, 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 sit. All right, good dog. I don't care what they say about you. Yeah, Za'Darius by far better than what we got at end. Still anywhere, maybe Bruce Irvin still available. Having Iffy back would be huge. I was hoping we got Will Anderson. I knew we weren't gonna get Will Anderson. Yeah, they got Anderson, Stingley. Houston got a squad. Apparently the offensive line sucked. But yeah, I like Stroud. Nice. I like Tank Dell, even though he got shot. Fuck you in the club for. If I had money like them niggas, that's the last place I'd be at the club. I used to go to the club when I was younger, bro. Like, I didn't really care for it. Man, come on, man. Why you always want to go the opposite way? Like, he always want to go to. If I want to go right, he want to go left. But yeah, so about the Green Bay game. One thing I ain't speak on about the Green Bay game, and I don't really listen to a lot of Detroit content creators. Don't got time. But what I ain't really hear nobody speak on either though was how Amick Roberts gave the Packers their only touchdown. Now the reason a lot of people didn't speak on Amick Roberts' boneheaded play is because Fox didn't show the replay of what he did. So he had a personal foul, whatever the fuck they call it, misconduct or whatever it was. He had a penalty where he made a play on the ball and he did some boneheaded shit. And he the reason why Green Bay got the 15 yards of first down and they scored a touchdown. They shouldn't even have scored a touchdown. And Amick Roberts, I don't know what's wrong with dog, And he got a pass for it because it really didn't matter. But they shouldn't have scored a touchdown. Let me say this. He been solid this season. He been alright. But I say this. Ninja, you ain't good enough to be costing us touchdowns. You ain't good enough to be bringing your little Napoleon angry complex man shit here. Stop doing dumb shit. You had a good rep. You stopped them. You stopped them. Why do you need to go back and forth with them? It's like Kay Cunningham and Isaiah Stewart yesterday. I love that shit from Kay. Isaiah Stewart doing dumb shit, getting text. Kay, like, what the fuck you doing, man? He smacked him on the chest like, chill the fuck out. That's stupid. We trying to close the game out. You just an emotional ass nigga, man. I love what Kay Cunningham did. Yeah, like, you doing dumb shit. We about to close this game out. The Lions got the city on fire. Low key, the Wings done won a few. I ain't been following them the last couple games. They got the shit on lock. Nigga, we locking like the city on fire. Come on. So, yeah, that was some dumb shit he did. That was some real dumb shit he did. But other than that, somebody coughing like a motherfucker. We about to pass out. But other than that, it was a physical football game. The Lions proved they can go outside, any terrain, rain, sleet, snow, sunny, slow motion, don't nothing move but the money. And they went out there and they dominated the Packers. The Packers shouldn't even have scored a touchdown. They had a couple big runs here and there, with Josh Jacobs, but they shut that shit down too. That dude had 903 all-purpose yards in the first half. He only ended up with 95 rushing yards. So, and they equipped to play in the rain. And that pick six he threw, Jordan Love gonna give you a pick every game. One thing about Miles, he always want to go the other way, bro. Come on, bro. And then here he comes. Yeah. But yeah, like, one thing about Green Bay, they find ways to get talented quarterbacks, whether it's trading for Brett Favre from the Falcons, drafting Aaron Rodgers, or drafting Jordan Love. They find ways to get quarterbacks, but they always some gunslinging, chance-taking motherfuckers, boy. I tell you that. Them quarterbacks some gunslinging, chance-taking, interception-throwing mofos. That's one thing about Green Bay. They ain't gonna get no quarterback that believe in taking care of the football. They don't get quarterbacks that believe in their arm and squeeze it. I don't see how people be smoking cigarettes. That shit is so trifling. Like, they need to do a whole motherfucking documentary on people who smoke cigarettes. Like, how did you start smoking cigarettes? I heard somebody say, I just love the smell of them. I'm like, nigga, what? Come on, Miles. Come on. Miles. Get your ass over here. Come on. Why I gotta cuss? Come on. Over here. He's just so hard-headed, bro. Hold on. Nope, don't move now. Don't jump, move. Come on, man. This ain't the Miles show today. But, yeah, how do people, y'all like, let me smoke a cigarette and I like this. Like, dude. Like, that's wild. Yeah, I need a cigarette. Like, and then motherfuckers be crying when they get cancer and shit and lung cancer. Nigga, you been smoking. Niggas be smoking 3-4 packs a day, bro. 3-4 packs a day. I was like, damn. But I don't see how y'all weed smokers be smoking either. Y'all need to be smoking all day, every day. Like, come on now. And then weed smokers, especially people that's got lighter skin, y'all niggas look like crackheads. Y'all straight up look like crackheads, fiends. Fingertips be dirty. Lips be looking like old purple Kool-Aid. You can see it all in your face, bro. Hold on. That was my bitch. Come on, man. Why you sniffing everything? Why don't you sniff and move? Come on. I'm tired of fighting with this nigga, man. But overall, man, I like how they use Montgomery to soften the defense up. And then Jahmyr Gibbs come in and do his thing. So, and then did y'all see Matt LaFleur tell Dan Campbell to fuck off after the touchdown? We scored 2 touchdowns on 4th down. And then you got analysts saying, well, if the Green Bay could have got a stop on, but it would have been a different game. Man, shut up. Stop these nuts. You know, I was like, damn, they should just take the field goal. I ain't gonna cap. Very conservative in that aspect. I'm like, they should just take the field goal. Shit, they called the play they like. And what's so funny is, somebody today was like, how many 4th down plays do they got? Because that was a play I hadn't seen before, where you put St. Brown in motion, and in my opinion, I don't know why the DB bit on the zig. He kind of did like a fake zag or a fake speed out, and then he went to the back shoulder fade. So I don't understand why the DB bit, because when he ran that little stop and go or that little shake route, whatever that was, when he ran that route, he was well short of the 1st down. But then again, too, the DB may be like, damn, maybe I can't make the tackle. But he got to remember, you got the out of bounds boundary to help you out. You got the 12th man, which is the out of bounds boundary. So that was crazy, you know. That was crazy. So that was a hellified play. And that ball was only going to one person. And they called that play expeditiously, and it worked. And then the beauty, and I like following Baldy from an offensive lineman in the NFL Network on social media. He got some good breakdowns. And that 4th down run to Jahmyr Gibbs was so lovely, bro. Another motherfucker smoking a cigarette on their part. Damn. These motherfuckers. Come on. But yeah. Then he called that play, that trap play to Jahmyr Gibbs. They did on 4th down to Jahmyr Gibbs. Man, so the down block by Sewell and the kind of that little come across the formation block or come across the running back block by Sam Laporta. Them niggas out there moving mountains, dog. They get nasty out there in the run game. They get nasty. And then on top of that, both your running backs can make people miss. That's the crazy thing about it. Girl! Hey, she don't hear shit I'm saying. Well, my company over, so I gotta get off here. So, but women, y'all do not be paying attention, bro, at all. She texting I'm here, and we literally just walk right by you. Trump finna win. Make my pockets great again. Ooh, they got a sound to it, bro. Corey Johnson. Trump finna win. Make my pockets great again. Let me get off here, bro. So, appreciate y'all. Yeah, Pistons doing their thing.